Next starts.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins." Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
I'm gonna make this stream short because it's 12, or I will play a bit. Try to go at 1:30. Yeah. I'm just gonna continue to 1:30 and yeah, that's it. I'm also eating yakisoba and rice. Great combo, but it works.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised! They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Wow, nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
Hello, that's done how they're playing. Okay. As a diviner,
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron crisis, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin? It appears that Vantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously. When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme. The Stellaron Hunters, we know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Fantilia. That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong. It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian kin. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission Conclave Hall.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. It feels kinda surreal. You don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron Hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past? Yup. When you're free, let's head over to the Divination Commission together and ask them for a favor.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Tingyun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling. I left so determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more? There are only a handful of individuals who know my identity now. I do not wish to guess what could occur. if word gets out. But at least for now, I'm safe. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfang's negative karma, so I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
Well, here's hoping the Matrix is accurate, and that Diviner Fu won't decline our request.
I'm not sure what to do. Let us go here. What the hell is this? What's this? I want to do it, but I want to make this short one. Just playing quick Minecraft whole thing.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I just quit. But I need to go first.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I think.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster.
Probably not.
You have guests.
But this guy could
I
have
shall
followed
take my leave.
kind of machine.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Luofu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, And Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Ting Yun?
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madam Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
You always did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh, it's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Ami Cassiter's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yenming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yenming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yenming got? We should take a look.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me, could it? All right, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
the Sleepless.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today? Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
Yes. Now that the crisis has been averted and the ports are resuming operations, Miss Ting Yun has been dispatched on business with the Skyfaring Commission out to other worlds.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. Well, hold on a sec. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend. Seeing as she can't enjoy it right now, I'll have to invite all of you to try a cup.
Noise.
It's getting late. Where to now?
The Luofu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Xianzhou? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast? It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum, although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
The Luofu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for Glen.
Spices Supreme! Check out that sign! Here it is!
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Tingyun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto, you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of whistling flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right? This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun. It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tingyun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
High-end barge, the best choice for galactic commerce.
Will of preservation!
What brings you here? This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yan Ming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff? This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you. This is a gift from Miss Yen Sui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
It's getting late. Where to now?
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are 2 things I wish to gift the Express.
2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Good quality, good price.
What is your purpose for entering?
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yup, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Dongfeng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Oh, hi. I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but I've heard a lot of good things about the crew from the General. I have to say, I'm very impressed. So soon? I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson. Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me... I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me. But to be honest, I'd love to have another spar with him. Safe travels.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back, and she was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himeko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou? I've got goldfish memory. We haven't had a chance to say goodbye to everyone we met so far on this trip.
Fine, fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
My mouse has double click. I don't know why. Probably buy a new mouse. Mouse is where did it go? Oh, there.
Noise.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own. Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Genuine. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Hmm?